I think it's very important for any artist, whether you're male or female, to establish a niche and to find where you fit. And I think it's not going to work if I try to do what Tanya does, or if I try to do what Tifa does, or if I try to do what Elaine does, because we're all unique in that way. So I think it's more a matter of just people being able to find their own identity musically and being brave enough and strong enough to stick through that and stick it out, you know. The music industry in Jamaica, to me, is still working on becoming an industry. That's what I firmly believe. I think that the music industry on a whole is going through a massive change everywhere, and it's no different here. And it's just a matter of learning how to evolve and learning how to kind of move with it and roll with the punches. So that's what I found to be here, that we're still working on making a solid industry. I think people here still look at music as, oh, that's cute. I think there's that stigma about that we're like, oh, it's cute. Like, is it a real job? It most certainly is. And I think that when people start to look at it in that way and take it more seriously, things will start to change. I remember hearing one of my favorite artists, Tanya Stevens, say something so profound once. They were having this major debate on what it is to be a female in the industry and is it this and that. And she said, listen now, I'm not going to use my gender as a handicap or a stumbling block in any way. At the end of the day, you just have to work. You have to do, you have to do. There are enough things left, right, over there to distract you and to come in. You just have to stay focused and show up, do your job, and make sure you're doing the best that you can do. I don't have time to look at whether or not this is so or that is so. Do we want equality? Most definitely. But you know what? I think once you just keep working and once your product speaks for itself and once you have people that support you in that way, then just keep going, keep swimming. I think it's very important for any artist, whether you're male or female, to establish a niche and to find where you fit. And I think it's not going to work if I try to do what Tanya does, or if I try to do what Tifa does, or if I try to do what Elaine does, because we're all unique in that way. So I think it's more a matter of just people being able to find their own identity musically and being brave enough and strong enough to stick through that and stick it out, you know. Diana King was my boss. We have to understand, when Shy Guy came out and that whole album came out, I was, what, like 6 or 7? And this was the first woman I saw on TV, on like an international program, that spoke like us and was singing music like I was used to on an international scale. I remember being so like fascinated by that, and it stayed with me, and not only because of that, but because she could sing. And you know, people like Nadine Sutherland, people like JC Lodge, people like Marcia Griffiths and stuff like that. So it does have an effect on you, and it has inspired me, and it continues to do so. People have been using Jamaican or Caribbean music for a very long time to influence a lot of different types of music. I mean, look at the band Police. They're very heavily influenced by reggae. Look at No Doubt, very heavily influenced by reggae and dancehall. So it's nothing new. I think we need to do better at capitalizing upon what we have, but also I do think there is a little bit of not a stigma, but whereas it's okay for like a Justin Bieber or a No Doubt to go out there and sing music that is very heavily influenced by the Caribbean, when a Caribbean person, with the exception of Rihanna, because she's worked very hard to get where she is, and you know, even she had to find her way there, back to that, it's almost as if, oh well, okay, you know, what's different about a Caribbean person doing Caribbean music or a Jamaican artist doing reggae music? You know what I mean? So I think there is that kind of but it's cool when that person does it. But like I said, it's nothing new. We have to go and push through and do what we have to do. I believe at the end of the day, real music will rise. It will rise to the top. When I was on the show, it was like a fishbowl, so I didn't understand what was going on because I was just so like focused on what I had to do. It's when I came off and came out into the world again that I saw that. And it made me realize something, that it's powerful when any country or nation gets together, but when we as a people, as in Caribbean people, Trinidad, Jamaica, Barbados, Bahamas, Guyana, you name it. When all of us get together, there's something that happens, there is a movement, and I think that is something that we need to remember for everything that we do from here on out, that we have the power to effect change, however we may see it, but we have to pull together to do it, most definitely.